I think to answer your question, two words are keys: risk and fiduciary duty. Is carbon a risk? Some people are still, doubting, or were still doubting. A few months ago was released the Risky Business Report, co-authored by people like Tom Steyer, Michael Bloomberg, and Paulson. So those people with their credentials coming from very different backgrounds are quite positive. Yes, carbon is a risk. So if carbon is a risk, what does it entail for your fiduciary duty if you are running a pension fund? When you are running a pension fund, it means that you are entrusted by people their future retirement benefits. And let's consider someone who is 20 today. This young man or this young girl will see the actual result of your investment decisions in 45 years. So, is it really important to pay attention to the fact that if carbon is a risk, you could be investing in stranded assets that could be worthless or not? So, for us, ERAFP, and also for IIGCC Institutional Investor Group on climate change, it's a no-brainer. Carbon is a risk, and we have to take into account that in the way we are managing our pension funds. It's part of our fiduciary duty. First, I will answer only for large institutional investors, because obviously they are in a different situation compared to individuals or small funds. The CalPERS, APG, AP, whatever, they are basically universal owner. Their sheer size make impossible for them not to buy, the economy as it is today. But the challenge for them is to encourage the transition from this economy we have today, which is on an unsustainable path, toward a more sustainable economy. How can we achieve that? I think the only meaningful answer to that is a best-in-class approach. It means that in each sector, because you have to be sector neutral, so in each sector, you will rank the companies according to the way they are taking into account the three main themes that will condition this move towards this more sustainable economy: social issues, governance, and obviously environment. So the idea is to weed out your portfolio from the last quartile, the bottom one, where companies obviously don't get it, but they have to prepare this transition. So you can practice exclusion when you are implementing a best-in-class approach. But after, the third quartile is the most interesting in some way, because it's where, by engaging the companies, maybe you will get the best marginal impact. Because there are the companies where, something could be done differently. So by engaging them, not in a confrontational mood, but, a real dialogue, we can encourage them to move toward more sustainable business models. So I think this is what we should aim at. So concrete action: disclose your carbon footprint, because you don't manage what you don't measure. And secondly, then after, you can start a decarbonization process. That's what we are trying to achieve with Amundi for one of our stock portfolio, a 800 million portfolio. And then after, we will look at the way we could widen this scope and maybe extend it to our whole stock portfolio.